All languages have idioms, the conventional way of saying something. And for example, in English, if you're in a restaurant, somebody will say, "What will you have?" And you'll say, "I'll have soup." Or, "How old are you?" "I am 25 years old." Well, I'm not 25 years old in my case, but you get the idea. I'm 45 actually. And so these are idiomatic ways that are part of the language. They've become habitual amongst everybody. But they don't always translate to other languages. You can't do a word-for-word translation of the individual words. So, same as in French, in Czech, you can't say, "I will have soup." You couldn't translate the words one for one. It just wouldn't make sense. In French you say, "I will take soup." In Czech you say, "I will give to myself soup." So you have to learn the "I will give to myself," this concept. And I think that it actually is very useful, even though people say you shouldn't do translation. It's true you shouldn't do word for word translation, but I found it very useful to actually start to think in English these idiomatic things. So when somebody says to me here, now I can automatically respond in Czech, but when I was training I learned to think in my mind a whole bunch of idiomatic phrases. "I will take for myself soup," and so on. "How old are you?" Here in the Czech language you say, "It gives to me." Now it, what is the it? But it gives to me 45, because I'm 45 years old. And when you then have learned these idiomatic chunks, "I will give to myself soup," "it it to me is 40, it gives to me 45. It makes it much easier for you to learn the equivalent chunk in Czech. So, here's an example. I've written on this little board here. Dám si. Dám si. That means I will give to myself. This is reflexive. Si means to myself. And then we have polévku, which means soup, or you could say vodu, which means water, or pivo, which is beer. So, dám si polévku, dám si vodu, dám si pivo. I will give to myself soup, water, beer. And you can use that, of course, for anything else that you order in a restaurant. The waiter may say, "Sociedate, what will you give to yourself?" Sociedate. And then you would say, "Dám si." There's actually, if your friend is with you and they say, "Dám si polévku," you could also say, "Dám si polévku," but a more idiomatic way, like in English, if your friend says, "I will have soup," you would say, "And I will have water," for example. Now, here, dám si just means give to myself. There isn't actually the word I. Czech doesn't use pronouns as often as in English. But if you really want to be explicit, your friend might say dám si polévku. You would change your response to Já si dám. I to myself will give vodu, pivo, or whatever. So you've made explicit the pronoun for I. Já si dám. I to myself will give soup. Now, a large part of the approach that I take then isn't to learn individual words, but to learn these idiomatic expressions. And then you can slot individual words in. I think I'll leave that there for now, and we'll come up with a whole bunch more of these idiomatic expressions. Some of them are context specific, such as ordering things in restaurants or saying how old you are. But some of them are very general and can be applied in all contexts. And that's what I'm going to touch on in the next video.